Hello everyone, this is the Silent Silver Stacker, and today we're going to move back over to the train set and start thinking about laying out our little town back here. As you can see, I've kind of got a rough track layout already going. None of that is actually nailed down yet, so we're still figuring out exactly what we're going to do with that. But one issue that we've run into is our mountain here, or small hill, really. Right now, looks like we're gonna have to make some modifications to that to get the track to go all the way around in the way that I'd like it. The ultimate idea is to also lay a line of track along this edge over here that will join into the track down here. So we'll have some options in how this runs. I'm also going to be electrically separating the track here and over here, so we could in theory run a city line, a country line, and still have the ability to move from one to another, but just move the train into a different electrical block. So we can either run it as two trains or one train on a big loop. Or even if we want to play with switches some, run the whole thing, come up and around town, make a loop through town, and then come back and do a loop through here. But for now, what we're going to look at is electrically separating the city from the country. So what we have here are insulated rail joiners. Rail joiners on track are normally metal, which allows the flow of electricity, which normally we want, but in this case we want to separate it. So we're going to replace the metal rail joiners in the pieces of track right here. You can see right there where the track separates. Or actually, I think we're going to do it right up here. And that way, that'll allow us to run two trains at the same time. So I will be right back. I'm going to pull up this particular piece because I think it's going to be easier to do it on the little piece of table right here than trying to do it in place. So hang one moment. I will be right back. And we are back. As you can see, I've removed those two pieces of track from where they were over here. I also removed this piece right here. What's going to happen there is we're going to put in a power supply line right there. So that'll be where the power for this second loop is supplied. Now, as you can see here, there's some stuff we're going to have to remove. Those two plastic joiners down at the bottom will be coming out. And also, let's see if I can zoom in close enough, you can see the metal actual rail joiners. So the plastic ones hold the plastic pieces together, and the rail joiners keep the rails aligned after that's put in. We're going to pull all that out and replace it with this piece right here. You can see it's got its own joiner. And if you can see those little nubs right at the top, that's what's going to keep the pieces of track from touching. So once we get this installed, there won't be any electricity flowing through the actual rails from our country layout to our town. So I'm going to remove those, and I will be right back when I've got all the hardware undone here. All right, we're back, and as you can see, both the plastic connectors and the metal ones have been removed. So next is going to be installing our insulated rail connector. I'm going to try to do this on camera, but forgive me if we see more fingers than anything else. But bear with me for a moment while I set up the phone. And we are going to take this piece, slide it right down there, make sure the rail comes on top of there, and that's going to slide in right like that. And then I'm going to take this other piece, slide it in, and as you can see now, we've got the two pieces of rail together, but we've got, you can see that insulated piece where the rails aren't actually touching, and that allows us to completely break that electrical connection. So we can so we can put two lines on here and run two trains at the same time, each on their own transformer. So next step is going to be, this will go right back here like it was. And let's see if we can get a little closer. And we're just going to go ahead, and this piece you can see is already nailed down, so it's not going anywhere. This is going to go in like that. Well, there we go. We got everything lined up. It's going to go back in there like that. And as you can see, there's an actual electrical connection there. And this will just plug in back to the switch that we've got over here. And come on. All right. And now we've got everything back together like it was. I'll be going down later and drilling holes in the track and getting everything that we just did nailed down. But as you can see here, our power connection is on the town side of that insulator, so the power will just power that. If you're interested, this is where the power, got it hidden as well as I could, but that's where the power for the country part of the railroad comes in, and I've got the line covered, but if you come around here you can see the line coming down the back there. We'll get that cleaned up eventually. That's about it for now. Thank you for watching, and I think on the next episode for the Hello Kitty Express, we're going to be starting the modification on the mountain here. The basic plan is going to be to put a removable retaining wall in there that'll not only allow us to get the track through, but also I have had problems with trying to fish trains out of the tunnel if something goes wrong. But for now, this is the Silent Silver Stacker, out.